Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What up? This is Shan, and this is Cozy Womb Podcast. This is Ari. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Anya.
Hi.
What up? Hey. This is Shan, and this is Cozy Womb Podcast, and this is episode 79. Stretch marks mean I'm experienced. Don't be a jerk. But we know some people just can't help it. That's what we're discussing. I just can't believe that people truly give women the hardest time about stretch marks, especially when it comes from doing something magnificent like giving birth to a child, a healthy child, an amazing child, a child that makes a difference, a child that, through a miracle you could carry, and you were safe, and that child was safe. A lot of women can't carry a child. A lot of women can't conceive. A lot of women don't get that chance to experience labor naturally. Some women have to be sedated. Some women have to, have a C-section. Some women just cannot carry a child. And to do all of that, contribute all of that, give your body up for 10 months to a completely unknown human being that's growing inside of you, all to be pointed at, told that that's wrong, you need to fix it because you have marks on your body of where your skin was able to stretch to make room for a child to grow in it. Let alone it's coming from society, let alone it's coming from what you see in magazines. Get rid of these stretch marks. Use this cream. If you have cellulite, get rid of this. And it's kind of like women get stretch marks through experience. Either they were big and they put on a lot of weight and they lost a lot of weight and they have marks to where their skin stretched, or they were small and they gained weight and you can see where their skin stretched, or they were pregnant. And for me, I got stretch marks my 41st week of being pregnant with my first child. The whole pregnancy I never had stretch marks, and I was irritated at first when I got them, but that was because she did not want to come out. That was because my skin made a way in order for her to have the room she needed to grow. Why would you doubt yourself, put yourself down because your body made room for a child to grow? And as another woman who knows the struggle that women go through if they're gaining weight, if they're losing weight, if they're pregnant, and they have these marks on their bodies that they don't want these marks, for you to point it out and tell them that it's wrong, they need to fix it, they need to get rid of it. I think that's rude. I feel like that's disrespectful. I feel like if I'm the one say, you know what, I want to fade out my stretch marks, I want to get rid of my stretch marks, then that's my choice. But I don't feel like it's anybody's decision to be like, you know what, that's ugly, she's not pretty, or she's not beautiful because she has stretch marks. Show your stretch marks. A lot of women don't do anything in life to receive stretch marks but gain weight or lose weight. But if you have stretch marks due to you bringing a child into the world, embrace that shit. Embrace it. There was a post that someone else posted where a husband wrote in and said, with pictures and said, please post, and said that his wife is pregnant, or she was pregnant, and she has these stretch marks all over her stomach and her body, and he thinks it's so ugly, and he doesn't want to have sex with her because he wants that to go away, and he purposely has sex with other women because he's not sexually attracted to his wife because she has stretch marks, but he loves her. It took all of me not to write anything under this post, but I had to write something under this post because I feel like, as a man, if you truly love your wife, those stretch marks should show honor, should show that, damn, this woman loved me enough to bring our child into this world in her body. Those stretch marks came because she chose to bring a child that y'all made into a world healthy, hopefully, and you were being so ungrateful. And that is why I wish sometimes men could be pregnant and feel what it is to completely give your body to a complete stranger growing inside of you, because that's what it is. You give your body away. You lose all control for 10 months of what your body's going to do, what it's going to endure. And sometimes, yes, your skin stretched, and you can see where your skin stretched through marks. Stretch marks are not a negative thing. Sometimes you have to love yourself to know that the marks and the scars on you, no matter how big or how small, tell a story. Sanaa Lathan has a true scar on the side of her face, and she doesn't let it hinder her in any act that she's doing, any movie, any show. We all know it's there, but she's still beautiful. Burn victims have scars on them, but that doesn't make them not beautiful. The fact that it was his wife, the fact that he chose to say that's why he's cheating on her, because he's not attracted to her anymore because she had these stretch marks from having his child. It just made me so upset, and there's no way in God's green earth that he could ever have loved his wife truly if he's going to use that for a basis to cheat. Like, why don't you use all that energy that you're doing in order for you to cheat and you to get your rocks off to find a dermatologist that can help her if she wants that help? Not if you want her to do it, if she wants that help. Why don't y'all work together as a team? Because you made vows to her in front of a lot of people as a team, I bet. I just don't understand, why would anybody get married and not honor the person that they're married to? Not respect them. Not be patient with them. Not work with them. You cannot dictate a woman's body if you're a man. You just can't do it. You cannot tell her what she needs to fix and what she needs to do and how she needs to wear something. And women, do not let men subject you to be some type of doll for them. If you have stretch marks, embrace them stretch marks. Learn to stand in front of a mirror naked and love yourself. I have stretch marks on my stomach, but I know what they came from. I have stretch marks on my thighs, but I know I just have big thighs. I've always had big thighs. I'm not ashamed of my stretch marks. My stretch marks on my stomach are from me giving birth to 2 healthy girls. I'm not ashamed of that, and I don't want to be with anyone who is ashamed that I have these stretch marks. If you're a heavy set woman and you have stretch marks, who cares? Continue to be beautiful. Continue to be compassionate to others. Continue to be you. If you lost a lot of weight and you have stretch marks, or you have skin that's just there and you want to go ahead and do whatever you need to do to go ahead and get rid of it so you can feel good about yourself, so you can feel confident, that's fine. but make sure it's you that wants to endure the challenges that come with getting rid of what you don't like about yourself. Don't let society dictate what you do with your body and how you manipulate it, because, quote unquote, society says you shouldn't have these marks. You shouldn't have these stretch marks. You shouldn't show this. You're not allowed to wear this because this is going to show on you, and you don't want anybody to see that. Don't be ashamed of your skin. Your skin is the biggest organ on your body. Your skin tells a million stories over time. Do not be ashamed of the stretch marks that come with that. A lot of what you see in magazines has been completely edited. A lot of what you see on Instagram can be edited, has been edited, or a filter has been used. Some women don't get stretch marks. Some women do. Men even get stretch marks from either gaining weight or working out, and the body and the skin stretches. There's nothing wrong with stretch marks. If women nitpick and pointed out everything they wanted a man to fix on him, he probably at the end of the day wouldn't even want to be bothered with the women, because it's annoying. Men, you do not bring life into the world. Maybe if you're a doctor, maybe. But physically, you do not, your body does not transform over 10 months to, comfort a human being that's growing. Your body doesn't do that. Women's bodies do that. And with that being said, leave women alone. If they have stretch marks, let them have stretch marks. To me, a real man is going to appreciate stretch marks. A real man is going to be completely comfortable with a woman with stretch marks. Stop making yourself feel less than because you have stretch marks. Embrace those stretch marks. Show those stretch marks. Be yourself. Stop clogging your pores with a whole bunch of makeup because you don't want someone to see a scar that you may have or a mark that you may have that tells an experience that you've had. Some people have problematic skin. I go through that. I've been going through that since I want to say middle school. And my mom has always nitpicked on me because you just have spots here and you have spots on your face and you have spots. Me and my mom have completely different type of skin. Her skin, her pores are so small that she doesn't have to wear deodorant. Her legs never really get hairy. She rarely ever shaves. Her arms really don't get hairy, and her skin it doesn't keep marks. I don't know if it's the fact that she was born and raised and grew up in the islands. I don't know what it is, but that's how her skin is. My skin is not like that. My skin is lighter in places, darker in places. I'm very hairy due to my dad. My dad was very hairy. I have random freckles, different places. And whenever I get a mark or, I'm allergic to mosquitoes and I've had chickenpox, so I just have marks on me. But I'm not ashamed of those marks. And I remember me being a little girl from like 8 to 15 where I never would want to wear shorts because my mom made me feel like if anybody saw a scar on my body, I should be ashamed of it. So I never wanted to wear shorts. And then I just got to a point where I was like, fuck this. I was like, this is my body. I'm a girl. But I've had an experience where my mom would send me to Jamaica back and forth because she had family there when I was young. And I'm just really terribly allergic to mosquitoes to where they bite me, I get a mark, and it does not go away. And my skin is always changing, and I'm just slowly learning things to do, what things to use. I use a lot of natural soaps, or I use different supplements that may help the skin. I eat healthier things that may help the skin. I exfoliate, I do face scrubs, I do face masks. So I'm doing what I need to do in order for me to feel good about me, not for somebody else to feel good about me. And I think that's the key in being completely comfortable as women who have stretch marks that may come from pregnancy. Be comfortable in your skin. Do not let anyone on earth, I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your boyfriend, your husband, dictate your body and your scars and your stretch marks. Pregnancy is a beautiful thing, and if you have stretch marks because you've went through pregnancy, don't be ashamed of that. Do your research, find a dermatologist, and I'm sure they can help you find a solution if that's how bad you want a solution. But don't go crazy buying product after product after product that's not working, because not every product works on everyone's skin the same way. That is all I wanted to share. I just want you pregnant women to enjoy your pregnancy as much as you can, because some of it is not enjoyable, but at the same time, don't go crazy and don't get super upset because you have stretch marks. My name is Shan. I'm not going to tell you anything that I wouldn't want to hear told to me. I shared my experiences with you. Do with it what you will, but embrace your stretch marks, please. Thank you for listening to Cozy Womb. I'm out.
Good night, good night, good night, good night.